Hello everyone, welcome you all again to the channel Techno Tutorial. In this video we are going to discuss about NumPy. So what about NumPy? So it is there in your syllabus. So according to your syllabus I am going to start this NumPy now. So for IP class 11, so here unit 1 already we have completed, 2 is completed, now unit 3 have also completed, now unit 3, that is data handling using NumPy. Okay, so data and its purpose, importance of data, structured and unstructured data. So what about NumPy array and how to do programs in NumPy? So we are going to discuss now. For that I have prepared one PPT and also some programs for your practice. So I'm going to show you directly. Now see, these are the programs that I have prepared for you. These programs you can practice at home. I'll show you how to do, and I'll send you on mail. So now see, this PPT I have prepared for you to understand the concept of NumPy. So okay, NumPy arrays. So now, one second. Okay, NumPy is the Python library. Okay, NumPy is the Python library used for working with arrays. Okay, NumPy was created in 2005 by Travis Oliphant. It is an open source project and you can use it freely. NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay, this is numerical Python. This NumPy library is already there in the Python. Okay, so we have to use this NumPy library. By using that NumPy library we can create NumPy arrays. So what about the NumPy arrays? How to create NumPy arrays we will get here in the next slide. See, so about data is there. So what about the data and characters is also there. So data are characterized or characteristics or information, usually numerical, that are collected through observation. In a more technical sense, data is a set of values about one or more persons or objects. Okay, it's a collection of facts that has been translated into a form of computers can process. Okay, so importance of data allows organization to more effectively determine the cause of the problems. Data allows organizations to visualize relationship between what is happening in different locations, departments and systems. So that is about the data. So the informations that you are going to input for process, so everything what you are going to do in the program, suppose you are going to do practically in NumPy array some information, some data that you are going to input to and process over the data, and you suppose want to give some user defined output. Okay, suppose the calculation, suppose in a just simple example, in an array, in a NumPy array you are going to input some records. Okay, so from that records you are going to display, suppose if anybody is if any record is less than, suppose this your required condition, only that record has to display. So how can you process everything? Without data you cannot process everything. You have to input the data, then only you will get the informations. Okay, so now see, structured and unstructured data. Structured data is comprised of clearly defined data types whose pattern makes them easily searchable, while unstructured data, everything else, is comprised of data that is usually not as easily searchable, including format like audio, video and social media postings. So data processing cycle. So data processing cycle is the collection of data is there, preparation of data into a format suitable for data entry, entry of data into the system, and processing of data with computer programs, transmitting the resulting information to the user. So these are the data processing cycle. So these are the theory parts that you can read from here. And NumPy array. Now see, NumPy stand for, already we have we told that this is the numerical Python. Stand for numerical Python. It is a core library for scientific computing in Python. It consists of multi-dimensional array objects and tools for working with these arrays. So what about the arrays? See, array is a grid of values with same types, and is indexed by tuple of non-negative integers. The number of dimensions of it is the rank of the array. The shape of the array depends upon the tuple of integers giving the size of the array along its dimensions. That means, see, you will get different types of arrays here. That means, like numpy array you will get, in numpy array, single dimensional array, two dimensional array, multi-dimensional array also you will get here. Okay, in array, that means what you can do, one variable like a tuple or list you will get, and there you are going to store some records of same type. That is about the array. Multiple numbers of record you can store in a variable or somewhere. So which record of same type. Okay, all records must be of same type. That is an array. So here, see, before numpy based programming, it must be installed. It can be installed using pipc. Before using numpy array, before starting numpy array in practically in your system, so you have to do one thing, that you have to install this numpy library in your Python. So how to install this? To install this numpy library in your Python, you have to have the internet connectivity to your system, to your computer, and in command prompt you have to type pip install numpy. Okay, if you will type this, then automatically it will install this numpy library, numpy module to your computer. Okay, now a one dimensional array. Now see, one dimension, in the one dimensional array, this is one dimensional array, 2 5 7 4 6. These are the values, these are the array elements we have stored in an array, and this 2 is there, is the num0. Suppose this array name is num. Okay, in num0 this 2 is there, in num1 this 5 is there, num2 this 7 is there, in num3 this 4 is there, num4 this 6 is there. So like that, these values we have stored. Similarly, what we have done in the tuple and the list class. Okay, so that is about the single dimensional array. Now how to create single dimensional array, practically I have done the programs also. In this slide also you are going to learn. See, import numpy. This numpy is the module that is in the Python module. That module we have to import it in our program, then only this array function can use, this shape function can use. So everything we can use by using this numpy module into our program. So how can we import numpy as np? So if you like write like this, that means like you are going to import this numpy module. So how to create, practically we are going to show you. Okay, then one dimensional array, numpy array, list. So difference between this numpy array and list. See, numpy array works on homogeneous types. That means same types of data you have to store in the array. And in Python list, already you have done. In Python list, you can store different types of data. You can store multiple types of data in a single list. So if you can store number also, character also, string also, and floating number also. So every types of data you can store here in list. But in numpy array, you can store only the same types of data. Python list supports adding and removing elements, and numpy array, numpy array, a Python list supports adding and removing elements. Numpy array does not support addition and removal of elements. Okay, and cannot contain elements of different types. In numpy array, the similar types of data should be there. Cannot contain elements of different type. Can contain elements of different type in list. Less memory consumption, and here more memory consumption. Faster runtime execution, and runtime execution slow in list. Okay. So two-dimensional array is there. So now you have to clearly understand the concept of this two-dimensional array. Here see, two-dimensional array means there you will get number of rows also and number of column also. Clear? So now see, this cell, if it is a row and column is also there, that means it is a cell, it is a cell, it is a cell. These are the different cells you will get. So now see, this is, you can say, 3×4 matrix. Why? This, see, number of rows are 3 and number of column 1 2 3 4 columns are there. Okay, so the cell address of this is, row is also 0 and column is also 0, so 0 0. Okay, and this row is also 0 and column is 1 0 1. This row is 0 and column is 2 0 2, like that. And suppose for this one, this row 1 0 0 column, so 1 0. This field is row 1 and column is also 1, so like that you have to define. And the last one, see, 0 1 2, that means the row number is 2 here, and column number is 0 1 2 3. 2 3 is coming here. Okay, so this is about the two-dimensional array. How to create two-dimensional array? This is like this. We can create np.array 3 2 1. Two lists we have given here. In the single dimensional array, see, you can see here, see how to create the single dimensional array. np.array you have to write inside a list. You are giving the value 500 200 300. That means 500 200 300, these are the values we are assigning to this array. The array name is a here. Okay, in two-dimensional array, two lists you have give. This is a single list, one more list you are giving by giving comma. See, in two-dimensional array, 3 2 1 1 2 3, these two lists you have given, and square brackets, see how to open and how to close here. Okay, this is two-dimensional array. Now thanks. So I am going to directly some of the practical programs that I have prepared for you to understand the concept of NumPy. So these are the programs directly there, so you can practice from here. Okay, these are some NumPy programs. So N1, just I am going to show you some of the programs from here. So when you will practice by yourself, then automatically you will understand everything. Okay, so now see how to create NumPy programs. So import NumPy. To start the NumPy array program, you have to import this library. Just remember that. Without importing this library, you cannot do. Okay, import NumPy. So we are importing this NumPy module to our program. Okay, then a1 is equal to numpy.arrange. By using this arrange function also you can create an array. Numpy.arrange 5, that means it will create an array from 0 to 4. That means 5 elements. With 5 elements it will create an array automatically. Okay, if you will print a1, then you will display the result of this a1 0 to 4. Okay, and just see the output. See, a1 equal to numpy.arrange 5. By using this arrange function, we are creating one array, and here the values 5 means 0 to 4. So that is why print a1 0 to 4, these values are coming, 5 values 0 1 2 3 4. Clear? After a2, again another one array we are creating by using this arrange function, 1 8 2. That means it will create an array from 1 to 8. The last value is 8, means up to 7 it will go, 1 to 7, and this 2 means it will space a step. That means 1, after 2 step it will come the value, then again after 2 step it will come the value. That means 1 to 8, that means 1 to 7 it will go, the value step is 2. That means see 1, then 2 step, 2 gap, 2 3 it is coming, then 4 5 it is coming, then 6 7 it is coming. That is 2 step. If you will not give this 2, that means it will come 1 to 8 every numbers, 1 to 7 every numbers. Okay, if you list 3, that means it will come what, 1 then 4, like that. Okay, so this is one of the program done. Then go to the next one. So here this is the next program. So here see, import numpy as np. So the module you can import like this also, import numpy as np. So here if you are importing like this, then this np, by using this np word you can call the function. So here see, import numpy as np. So that is why I am writing here np.array. If you will not write this as np, then you have to write numpy.array. Okay, numpy, import numpy as np I am writing here. So I am writing here np.array. So by giving a list also you can create an array. This is a list 1 2 3 4. So this list you are assigning to a1 after creating one array. So this is an array. The array values are 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is two-dimensional array I am creating here. See, a2 is equal to np.array. This is one dimension, this is one row, and this is the another row. This is known as two-dimensional array. Okay, so if you will print a1 and a2, so see what it will come, these values will come, a1 and a2. So here what I am printing, or type of a1 and a2 I am printing here. So that is why this is coming like this. So if you will print a1 and a2, then it will print the values of this. Type of this I am printing, so numpy and the array, numpy and the array. The type of this a1 and a2 is numpy and the array. Okay, so print a1 dot shape. Shape means a1 shape. How many values are there? 1 2 3 4. 4 values are there. That is why this output is coming 4. Then a2 dot shape. So in a2, 2 and 4 is coming. So that means 2 rows. This is one row, this is another row, and 4 columns are there, that is why 2 4 is coming. Okay, so a2 dot itemize, so a2 dot itemize means it is coming 4. How many items? 4 items are there in a single row, it is coming. And a1, that means a1's value it is coming. Okay, what is there in a1? These values are there. Done. Okay, now go to the next program. So this is the another program of Numpy print use formeter function. So about the formeter function and all you will practice later. Actually this should be the last program, so you can see from here. That means, see, in NumPy array already you know that it support only single similar types of data, but we are storing here, see, number also, character also. That means it will support all types of data. Okay, for that this formeter function is used, just remember that. So here we are creating this array by this dictionary. In this dictionary, this is number and this is character, this is number, this is character. So to support all types of data, we are using this formeter function. Okay, number 4. Here see, arrange function. NumPy, import NumPy as np.arrange7. That means it will display the numbers from 0 to 6. Already we have done, so it will display 0 to 6. Line space function. So np.line space, one another function is there. So here it will come the values 2.5 to 5. Starting value is 2.5 and ending value is 5. Okay, 2.5 to 5, but 10 numbers it has to come. Okay, so that means, see what it will come. See, so if you are printing this AR, that means 0 to 6 will come. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 is coming, and by using line space function 2.5 to 5, see the minimum value is 2.5 starting value, this one, this one, this one, like that. The last value is 5 here. Okay, 2.5 to 5, and how many values you want to display? 10 values. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 values are coming. Okay, this is the use of line space function. Now go to the next one, number 5. See, this is slicing, you can say 1D array size slicing, as you have done in tuples and list programs. So a.numpy array, this is array you have created, and if you will write a5, that means it will display the position 0 1 2 3 4 5. It will display the result as 6. Clear? Now if you will print a:5, that means it will starting value is 0. That means it will start nothing. Starting value is nothing means you will start from the beginning, 0, position number 0, and the ending number is what? 5. That means up to 4 it will come. 0 1 2 3 4, 0 1 2 3 4 up to 5. That means 1 to 5 it will display in the second output. See, just I'm going to run this program. The first value it is coming, see what is coming? 6. The first print a5, 0 1 2 3 4 5, this is the fifth position, so a5 means 6 is coming. And here starting from beginning to 4, so starting from beginning to 4 these values are coming. Then in the next output, see, starting from 5 and ending the entire, that means no value is means entire array. So starting from 5, so 0 1 2 3 4 5, this is the fifth position. 6 to 10 it will come, so 6 to 10 it is coming. -9 and -1, that means starting value is -9. So already you know that from this side, if you are going to see, this is -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 -6 -7 -8 -9. That means it will start from 2. Okay, -1 2 -1, so this is -1, so that means it will display 2 3 4 5 6 7 up to 10. This is 2 3 4 5 up to 9. 9 is coming, or up to 2 -2. So like that it will display. So these are the this is known as NumPy slicing. So you can see, you can practice, then you will understand everything. Then NumPy 6 is there. So what about this NumPy 6? In NumPy 6, again this NumPy slicing is showing here, NumPy array. So this list, two-dimensional list is array is this. This is one row, this is another row, this is another row, like that. Multiple numbers of rows are there. After that I am printing this array. See, I am printing the first print, what is coming? Yes, in the first print this is coming. These are the rows are there in the numpy array. That means this is how many rows are there? 1 2 3 4 5 rows are there. 1 2 3 4 5 columns are there. This is known as 5 into 5 matrix. Okay, two-dimensional array is this. So now print 0 1 2 rows will display. So let me see, if two-dimensional array is there, this is known as actually 2D array slicing, two-dimensional array slicing. So here see, if you will get like this, no value is there and 3, that means from the starting row, this means row, number of rows it will display. So from the beginning row to number 2 row up to 2, this 3 means up to 2 it will go 0 1 2, that means 0 1 2 row will display. This is number 1 row, 0 1 2, that means 1 2 3 4 15 5 6 7 8 20 and 9 10 11, this row will come. This is 2D array slicing. So here see, this the first 3 rows are coming, these first 3 rows are coming here. Okay, so in the next one here see, this is done. This means what? In the number of rows only, which rows will come? Starting row is 1 and ending row is 2 here, because last value is 3 here. So 1 and 2 row will come in the next one. This is, see here, this is 1 row is what? 0 row, this is 1 row, 5 6 7, so 5 6 7 is coming, and 2 row is what? 9 10 11 12, so 9 10 11 12 is coming. Okay, 1 and 2 row is coming. And in the next one, if you will get like these 2 portions, that means this is 1 portion and this is another portion, that means number of rows and number of column also you have to see. So this means already you have done, that means from 0 1 2, this 3 row will come, and here 3.0 means which columns will come. From number 3 column it will come to the last column. Okay, from number 3 to last column. So here see in the output, this was our array. So here it's supposed to come, here see about this starting to 3 0 1 2 row, 0 1 2, this 3 row will come. Okay, this 3 row will come, and this one another condition is there, 3 to all, that means the column number 3 to all, that means column number is 0 1 2 3, that means 4 to all columns, that means it will come 4 8 12 15 20 55, 4 8 12 15 20 55. I think you have cleared all. Similarly, how you have done in case of row and you have done in case of column also, that is you will get these 2 portions. Before the comma part is the row and this means columns. Okay, so now you will understand everything from when you will see this. After that, the next one, B7. So this is one another numpy. So here what I am doing, see, concatenating numpy array. Concatenating means joining numpy arrays. Okay, so how to concatenate 2 different numpy arrays? So this is one list, this is one another list, C is equal to this is another list. Okay, and here 2-dimensional list is this, and D is equal to this is also 2-dimensional list. Okay, numpy dot v stack means vertically stack and a stack means horizontally horizontal join. So here vertically, if you are going to join a b, that means it will join a b like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Run this program, 1 2 3 then 4 5 6, and in the next one numpy dot v stack vertically again joining b and c, b and c. The b is this is b, and c means this, that means it will come 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 line by line. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and in horizontal means 7 8 9 10 11 12, then 4 5 is coming. Okay, so this is horizontally joined. H-stack means horizontally join. So when you will see practically, you can change the values, then you will understand automatically everything clearly. So 8, 9, 10, so many NumPy programs are there. Similarly, when you will practice everything, then you will understand automatically. So just you can practice by yourself. If any problem you will get, then you can ask me. So these are using operator also there. So how to do all these things? See, this is array. Array, you are just using this operator, modular division. You can check. That means array elements you are dividing by 2. Array elements you are adding 2.1 with the array elements. Array 1 plus new means this means with new value you are adding the array 1's value. So everything you can see finally what you will get. Okay, so you can run this program. So how it is working, how the values are coming using operators, so you can see, you can understand automatically clearly. Okay, so here see what you are doing. This array 1, this is the array 1. Okay, and what you are doing here, array mode 2, that means this value you are dividing by 2. That means either you will get remainder 0 or 1. So that is why if this 0 divide by 2, you will get 0. If this 1 divide by 2, that means you will get 1. So like that here you are getting the values. And here one more thing, you are adding the values 2.1 with all the array elements. So here see the first value is 0 plus 2.1, so that is why it is 2.1 is coming. Second value is this 1 plus 2.1, so here it is coming this 4.1. so like that it is it will get the values. Okay, so you can see practically you will understand everything. So like that these are another NumPy programs are there. So all these NumPy programs you can practice, you will understand everything. If you will get any problem, then you can ask me. So these are concatenation, NumPy 1s is also there, NumPy 0s is also there. So many programs are there. So all these are very easy programs, so you can see from here and practice at home. If you will get any problem, then ask me in WhatsApp group, so I can show you what about that. Okay, so you have to practice by yourself, then only you will understand. Okay, I have described up to this program means you have to practice up to this not, you have to practice all these programs. Okay, if you will get any problem, if you are finding any critical situation, then you have to call me or you can ask me in WhatsApp. Okay, thank you, bye bye.